Good morning, everyone. We're coming live from Jimmy Cricket Ground, and the match today is between Paro DS and Druk Tigers. It's the first position match of the day. The toss was won by Paro DS, then they opted to bowl first. I am Diraj Pradhan, replacing our previous commentator, Doji Khandu. The umpires we have the umpire Ashok Kumar and Subhash Lama, and the third umpire is Dishin Wangmo, and the cameraman is Pasam Wande. The batter on strike is Mr. Ranjan Shenoy, a destructive batsman from Druk Tigers. And the first ball, a full toss and a loose ball, and it went for a four. A poor fielding from Paro DS. A good start from Druk Tigers and a poor start from Paro DS. And the bowler from Paro DS is Mr. Sange, the captain. And again a full toss. Got a single. And it's a no ball. A free hit. A terrible start from Paro DS captain. Mr. Abhishek Tanwar, who is in the top 5 leading run scorer with 73 runs, is just 61 runs behind the top scorer, Mr. Deepak Yadav from Druk Tigers. Again, a single and a good ball, a good comeback ball from Sange. The Druk Tigers are going slow right now, but their intentions are clear. They want Mr. Deepak Yadav and Abhishek Tanwar to score as many runs as possible so that they can end up as the highest run scorer of the tournament. It's their last match and a last opportunity. A good white Yorker. No, he was a white. The Paro DS captain has to keep his line and length to get the batsman. They need early wickets, especially Mr. Ranjan and Abhishek. If they keeps on going, it will be hard for Paro DS to get their wickets. The ball is keeping low, and it was a wide. The pitch is making the batters difficult to make runs, to score runs. So I guess Paro DS has a good opportunity to get early wickets. If they can get early wickets, they can win this match. The batter on strike is Mr. Abhishek Tanwar, and the bowler coming from archery end is Mr. Karma Gele. Can he get early breakthroughs? Again, a full toss and a good fielding. Just a single to start the over. The Druk Tigers are going slow right now, but we can see lots of boundaries, fours and sixes coming through. A good Yorker. It was a wide. Mr. Ranjan Shenoy, who missed the previous match, a crucial match against against the Dragon Strikers. The match which the Druk Tigers lost. He made a comeback. Can he make a big score today? A good flick, and the ball goes to the Paro DS dugout. The first boundary of the inning. Again, a flick to the fine leg and a single for Mr. Ranjan. The batter on strike is Mr. Abhishek. He's been a destructive batter for Druk Tigers. Showed extreme skills and power. Now wide. The bowler changes his side, trying to do something different, but ends up giving a wide. The bowler Karma Gile is just trying to keep his line and length, decreased his run up, the pace of his ball, and a good ball. That was the end of the over. The Druk Tigers are 22 for 0. Paro DS are still looking for wickets. They need early wickets to get their momentum go. and a good start from Mr. Sange. And that's the first six for the Druk Tigers. And it comes from Mr. Abhishek's bat. The batters stole a quick single. The ball hit the wicketkeeper, and I guess he is injured. The umpires are there to check if he's okay or not. A flick and a chance of a catch, but eventually it went for a four. I guess Mr. Abhishek Tanwar has started his destructive mode. Again, a pull, and the ball went for a four. The fielders couldn't do anything. The ball was low, but Mr. Abhishek still got. He still got the contact, and the ball went for four. It's the end of third over. The Tigers are 38 for 0 after the third over. A terrible start from the bowler. A wide to start. Again a shot. To get wickets, Paro DS bowler has to keep his line and length. They cannot just randomly bowl and expect to get wickets. They need to play with batter's mind. Again a short and a wide. Champel Durji needs to get his breath back and just bowl line and length. And a good ball. And a chance for catch. And a quick single for Mr. Ranjan. I guess Jampel Doji is coming back. He bowled two good deliveries. Again, a short ball. I don't know what's going on Jampel's mind. Is he nervous? Is he nervous seeing how destructive Mr. Ranjan and Abhishek are? So that's the end of over. That's the end of fourth over. The Druk Tigers are 44 for 0. Sonam Singh comes from the Dichinchilling end, replacing the captain of Paro DS, Sange. Is he the bowler will get wickets for Paro GS? And an action we like Jasprit Bumrah. A good start from Sonam Singh. The Druk Tiger batters are not able to connect balls properly. They are getting boundaries, but they are struggling a bit. So I guess this is the right time for Paro DS to click the wicket taking mode and try to get the wicket. An action like Jasprit Bumrah, but he's not able to bowl like Jasprit Bumrah. With the years of practice, he might get there. The ball kept low again, and Ranjan Shenoy flicked it for 4. So this is the last over for the power play and a wide. and a chance for Mr. Ranjan, but he couldn't execute the shot. And I forgot to mention the match is only 17 overs. That's the end of power play. Due to unfavorable conditions, the match was reduced to 17 overs. It rained last night and the pitch was wet. Tashi Doji replaces Jampil Doji from the archery end. Ooh, a good ball. A good ball to start. The Pacers were not able to execute, so the captain brought the spinner. And he's bowling well. The batter is not able to read his spin. The turn. Can he get them the wickets? Again, a good ball. Nick was trying to get a single but couldn't get. I guess bringing Tashi Doji was a good idea by the Paro DS captain Sange. He's bowling well, troubling the batters. If he can get wickets, it will build a momentum for Paro DS. And Mr. Ranjan Shena hit the ball for 4. There was a chance of catch, but the fielder couldn't judge the ball. The ball hit the pad and they appealed, but the umpire was not interested. That's the end of 6th over. Druk Tigers are 55 for 0. The same bowler coming from the Dichinchilling end. Sonam Sering. And Mr. Abhishek pulled it for a boundary. A loose ball and a loose shot from Mr. Abhishek and caught in bowl by Mr. Sonam Tsering. Mr. Abhishek had a good chance to be the top scorer of the tournament, but could only score 26 runs. And the hope for him being the high scorer ends here. And now comes the high scorer of the tournament, Mr. Deepak Yadav, who scored 134 runs in 3 innings. He went home and came back all the way from Noida to play this match and get every opportunity to get the high scorer of the match, the most valuable player of the match. So he's taking every piece of chance in this match. The top five highest scorers are Mr. Deepak Yadav with 134 runs, Mr. Pratik with 80 runs from Dantak, and at third is Sonam Topge from Takin City with 74 runs, and fourth, Rangjung Mikyo Dorji with 74 runs, and Avishek Tanwar, who had 73 runs and scored 26 runs today. Mr. Deepak tried to hit the ball but couldn't connect. This is the last match for Mr. Deepak. It was a loose delivery from Tashidoji and a no ball. A free hit from Mr. Deepak. Can he start his inning with a six? I'm pretty sure he's going for a six. He tried but couldn't get the connect. With the final match remaining tomorrow, the final between the Dantak Dragons and Dragon Strikers, Mr. Pratik and Rangjung will fight for the highest scorer of the tournament. And a six for Mr. Ranjan. The ball went out of the fence. Back to back sixes for Mr. Ranjan. What I was saying was there's a match left for Mr. Deepak and Pratik and Rangjung Mikyo Doji as well. They have equal opportunity to be the high scorer of the tournament. But I do not think Mr. Deepak Yadav is gonna let that happen. He's gonna take every opportunity to make runs today. He's a good batter. He can make every difficult situation in his favor. We all saw how he bats. Mr. Toshidoji comes back to action. And a swing from Mr. Deepak Yadav. And the ball went for four. I don't know what Paro DS bowlers are thinking. Toshidoji needs to pitch his ball. He needs to keep his line and length to get the wicket. We've all seen, they have seen how better Mr. Ranjan Shenoy is. He doesn't leave loose deliveries like that. He tries to get even a good ball is going for a six. He's not taking any chance. No matter where the bowlers pitch the ball is going for a six. He missed the previous match. And I guess he's using both his energy in this match. And a chance. Again, a chance for the Paro DS. But it went over the fielder. And that's the 50 up for Mr. Ranjan Shenoy. A quick 50. What a batting display by Mr. Ranjan. I guess he's in a hurry. He has to go somewhere. That's why he's playing like this. A good call from Mr. Deepak. Couldn't get the single. Comes out and plays for a single. From the batting we saw today from Mr. Ranjan, we know how crucial it was for him to be at the previous match against the Dragon Strikers. If he was there, the Tigers would have won that match. I'm pretty sure. The Druk Tigers were missing him. Everyone was talking about how important Mr. Ranjan is for the Druk Tigers. His miss was a big loss for Druk Tigers. And today he's showing why. Mr. Chencho Doji comes from the Dechincholing end, a left-arm spinner who represented Bhutan in the under 16 of the Eastern region 2019. An experienced player who's been playing for Paro from his young age, but starts with a wide. That's the 100 up for DT, Druk Tigers. Again a wide. Mr. Ranjan tried to sweep, but couldn't connect the ball. A good flick and a six. An excellent display of batting. If Ranjan Shenoy is playing like this, we can expect Deepak Yadav to play even more better. Both are good batters, and they're showing how good they are in this tournament. Mr. Ranjan is only dealing with boundaries. Nothing is working for Paro DS right now. The pacers, spinners, everyone is getting hit for a boundary, runs. And a full toss again and went for a six. What a batting from Mr. Ranjan. He's only dealing in sixes. Chencho Doji is clueless. He's bowling good deliveries, still getting hit for a six. I and a good comeback from Mr. Chencho. A single and Mr. Deepak is on the strike. With a delivery to go, can Deepak Yadav make this over even bigger? He tried, but just got a single. A good running between the wickets. And of ninth over, Druk Tigers are 115 for 1. Sangedoji comes back into action from the archery end, and gets Deepak Yadav in his first ball. A good start for Mr. Sange on his second spell. So the journey for Mr. Deepak Yadav ends here. He's still the highest scorer of the tournament, and he just hopes the other batters don't make runs tomorrow. But nevertheless, Mr. Ranjan is still on crease with 65 runs scored today. He's going strong. And the batter on crease is Mr. Ashwini, the captain of Druk Tigers. The first ball he cut for a boundary. A good start for Mr. Ashwini. With Mr. Ranjan going strong, Mr. Ashwini has the freedom to go big. Poor fielding from Paro GS. With small boundaries like this, they shouldn't give batters 3 runs. They have to stop every run as possible. It was a loose fielding from Paro GS. Again, a loose shot, but got a single. The Paro GS are getting chance, but the Druk Tiger batters are lucky enough to. The ball is landing safely. The batter at both the end are having trouble from pitch. The ball is keeping low, and they are having a difficult time at the crease. Full toss again and hit the leg. Appeal for LBW, but the umpire was not interested. That's the end of 10th over. Druk Tigers are 123 for 2. In the previous over, Sange, who bowled from Dichichiling end, came from the archery end. And now Karma Gele, who bowled from archery end, is coming from Dichichiling end. And a loose ball, full toss. I went for a 6. No matter what they do, it's not working for Paro DS. Paro DS needs to bring new bowler. The bowler changes his side. No matter what he do, it's not working. Mr. Ranjan is on a beast mode today. He's taking every opportunity he gets. No matter which side the bowler chooses to bowl, he's just hitting the ball for six. He's on fire. He tried again, but Mr. Karma Gele bowled him. What a batting display by Mr. Ranjan. Mr. Ranjan made a crucial 78 runs, giving a good start and a head start for Druk Tigers. And the next batter is Mr. Lotus. A chance for a catch, but the ball went for six. What a start from Mr. Lotus. I guess Druk Tigers are just enjoying this match. They want to win, but it's still, and again, enjoy as well. They are in a full mode. I guess the umpires didn't agree with Mr. Lotus for not wearing a helmet. It's for his own safety. The pitch is uneven. We never know when a good land ball can hit, can have an uneven bounce. So it's better Mr. Lotus wears a helmet. Again, a boundary for Mr. Lotus. He tried to flick over the deep cover, but the ball went to the third man and got him a boundary. Again, a boundary. The fielder was an inch close to the ball. At a moment, I thought Mr. Lotus was in trouble. Sorry to mention, Mr. Chencho again changing his side, coming from the archery end. A wild swing from Mr. Ashwini and a poor fielding. They could have easily saved the second run. A full toss and a H, a catch. It was a good opportunity for Mr. Ashwini, but he mistimed it and gave away his wicket. And the new batter on strike is Mr. Somveer. Again, a loose fielding from the captain of Paro DS. They're giving easy singles. Good fielding from Karma Gile. Saved 3 runs for his team. Mr. Chenchu is doing everything he can. And Mr. Somveer departs. This is the second wicket for Mr. Chencho. I guess the change in end is working for Paro Diaz. A good move by Paro Diaz, captain. And the new batter is Manish. We all saw how good he played in the previous match. So that's the end of over. The Druk Tigers are 153. The Druk Tigers are 5 wicket down. The bowler Teshidoji comes back to action. The batter on strike is Mr. Manish. We can clearly see the Druk Tigers' intentions. They just want to deal with boundaries. A boundary again. A 4 and a 6 back to back. Mr. Lotus is on fire. With Mr. Ranjan, Ashwini, and Deepak Yadav back to the dugout. Mr. Lotus is taking the charge for the Druk Tigers. The Druk Tigers are already 165 in just the end of 13th over. With four still remaining overs, can they surpass 200 mark? With Mr. Lotus on crease, I guess it's possible for Druk Tigers. It's a sunny day here at the Jimmytown ground. It's 25 degrees Celsius, and the umpires, players are all tired and they're taking a water break. So this is the third over for Mr. Chencho. Got wicket on his first ball. Mr. Manish departs, but with Mr. Lotus on crease, everything is possible. The Druk Tigers are already 165 in just 13 over. Okay, the new batter on strike is Mr. Dawa. A good ball from Mr. Chencho. Mr. Dawa is the highest wicket taker of the tournament with 7 wickets on his hand and a match to go. He got bowled. Mr. Chencho is on fire. He got 2 wickets on this over. It was his fourth wicket of the match. And the new batter is Milan. Mr. Loader is not able to understand what's happening. The Druk Tigers batters are coming and going. He's on the non-strikers and just watching them go. An appeal by Mr. Chencho. He's trying for his fifth wicket. He's searching his fifth wicket. Can he get his fifth wicket on this over? A good cover drive by Mr. Milan. And a good save by the fielder. That's his fifth wicket. And the end of over. What a day for Mr. Chencho. Getting 5 wicket haul in his last match. He was expensive on his first over, but a good comeback. That's the end of 14th over. Druk Tigers are 166 for 8, and that's the end of first inning. We'll see you in the second inning with Paro DS chasing 167 in 17th over. Now starting with the second inning, the batter from Paro DS are Chenchu Doji and Setin Doji. And the bowler coming from Dichinchiling end is Mr. Dawa, who just got selected for the senior teams for the T20 series in the Gelifu Mindfulness City. A good ball from Mr. Dawa. Eventually, the ball went for a boundary. Mr. Dawa, who is contesting for the highest wicket taker of the tournament, has 7 wickets and a 4 over left. So the captain of Druk Tigers are giving him every opportunity to get wicket. A good ball from bowler and a good defense. A good leaf. I guess the batter is finding hard to judge Mr. Dawa's swing. Mr. Dawa, who is known for taking early wickets, is into action. A good ball again, trying to get a single, but the non-striker batter denies. The bat misses the ball again. The Paro DS are trying to go slow. They're just keeping it simple, trying to get the momentum. Now what a swing from Mr. Dawa. That's the end of first over. Paro DS are 4 for 0. End of first over. And the bowler coming from archery end is Mr. Deepak Yadav, who has a couple of wickets and is the highest scorer of the tournament. The captain, Mr. Ashwini, is giving every opportunity to Mr. Dawa and Deepak to get the best from this tournament, from this match. Mr. Deepak, who is contesting for highest run scorer and the most valuable player, is into action. And the batter on strike is Mr. Setan Doji. Ooh, what a uneven bounce. The batter was clueless. In fact, everyone was clueless. The fielder was slow and the ball went for a boundary. No matter how the run comes for Paro DS, until and unless it's in their favor, they're happy. A misfield from the wicket keeper of the Druk Tiger, and the ball went for boundary. 4 by. Druk Tigers have to keep it tight. We never know what happens. We all witnessed how Paro DS played against Punaka DS, a match favoring Punaka DS. In that match, Punaka DS was going close to the victory, but the batter Kezan Jamso of Paro DS clinched the victory for Paro. And today he's missing this game. An important player of Paro DS. Mr. Dawa comes back into action from Dishin Chilling end. He's firing some unplayable deliveries, and the batter is clueless. Mr. Chencho, the opening batter of Paro DS, is not able to connect the ball. The ball is beating the batter. An excellent display of bowling from Mr. Dawa. A loose delivery from Mr. Dawa. Nevertheless, he's been bowling good throughout the tournament. So if he keeps this momentum and his form, he will be a crucial factor for the Bhutan national team in the Gelefu International Tournament. He'll be a bowler to watch out. You all can see how good he's bowling. He's been a part of Bhutan cricket since a very long time, and he's still going strong. Again beaten. Both the opening batters are not able to do anything. They need to switch gears. Last ball of the over. Changing sides. A good fielding and just a single. A good over for Mr. Dawa. Mr. Deepak comes back into action from archery end. A weird placement from the Druk Tigers captain, keeping all the fielders in the offside. They're here with a plan. And here comes the first boundary for Mr. Chencho. Mr. Dawa and Mr. Deepak are two good bowlers. So I guess the Paro DS openers are just trying to play along the pacers and wait for the other bowlers to come. Mr. Deepak is throwing absolute fire from the archery end. Mr. Dawa again comes back into action. I guess the captain wants them to bowl their full overs and get wickets. We can clearly see the intentions. An opportunity for Mr. Dawa to get a wicket, but the ball landed safely. For a moment, Mr. Dawa was extremely happy, but eventually couldn't get a wicket. He still got this over and over to come. And that's a wicket for Mr. Dawa. Now with that wicket, he has 8 wickets, the leading wicket taker of the tournament. Setindoji departs, and here comes the captain of Paro DS, Sangidoji. Can he contribute to his team? He couldn't contribute through his bowling, but I hope he can contribute through his batting. He's coming first down, and a lot of overs to come. The Paro DS batters are trying their best, coping with the bowler of the Druk Tigers, who are extremely bowling well. A chance for a catch, but it was between the gap. That was the end of fifth over. Paro Development scored are 23 for 1. That's the wicket for Mr. Deepak Yadav. The captain departs with just 23 for 1. The sixth over running. They still need 143 runs to win this match. With Sangi Doji departing, we have Jumpel Doji on strike, the new batter from Paro GS. They're just wondering how the ball missed the wicket. Stumps. By the fielding placement, we can see the intentions of our Druk Tigers. They are in full attack mode. It was the good ball to end the over for Mr. Deepak. And I guess Mr. Dawa wants to finish his fourth over. What a spell by Mr. Dawa in this match. There was no fielder there, but due to slow outfield, The fielder got the ball. There was a good running between the wickets by the Paro DS batters. We all saw what happened here. We all saw. Mr. Dawa would be kicking himself. A good chance to get a wicket, and he missed it. And also a run-out chance. He again missed it. It was a good chance. Nevertheless, he's still the highest wicket taker of this tournament. I mean, he's contesting for the highest wicket taker of the tournament. And that's the wicket caught by the wicketkeeper. By the end of this tournament, if Mr. Dawa fell one wicket short of the highest wicket taker, he'll be remembering this moment for a long time. Nevertheless, it was a good bowling performance by Mr. Dawa. A good warm up before the court series. The new batter is Karma Gile, who is on the non-striker's end. If Paro Diaz wants to win this match, then Chencho, who is performing really well right now, has to go big. And the one missing factor for Paro Diaz is Kezang Jamso, who was the crucial factor for Paro Diaz throughout the tournament. A player who performed when needed is missing today. A good ball again by Mr. Deepak. There was a sound of nick, and they appealed, and the umpire agreed as well. Chencho, who was looking really good, departs. Paro Diaz are in big trouble right now. But we never know what will happen. Anything can change with time. There are good players in Paro DS. This is the last over for Mr. Deepak. And the batter on strike is Karma Duje, the new batter. The batter is checking the field placement to find a gap. It was a no-look shot from Karma Duje. Got them a single. I know it's hard for youngsters like them to play against players like this. But the most important thing is they're trying. They're trying their best to win this match. Even if they don't win this match, they at least gave a try. So that was the end of the partnership between Dawa and Deepak. A good 8 overs between Dawa and Deepak. And the new bowler coming from Dichichiling and is Sombi Yadav. A good slow action from Sombi Yadav. A blind swing. And Sombi Yadav got a wicket. Bowled. Karmadoji departs. Paro DS at 28 for 5 now. They are in big trouble. And the new batter on crease is Toshidoji, the right arm off spinner. Joins Karmagile. I don't know what's happening for Paro DS batters. Are they not able to read the balls? Or the sun, the heat, is making it difficult for them? You all know wearing all those gears is really hard and difficult for a batter to stay on crease on such a sunny day. We all know fighting is the most important spirit of the game. No matter what the result, you gotta fight till the end. And by the end of ninth over, Paro GS are 29 for 5. And the new bowler coming from archery and is the captain of Druk Tigers, Ashwini, a mystery spinner who can get crucial wickets for Druk Tigers, who has been getting wickets for Druk Tigers, comes into action. A good chance, but fell short of the fielder. A good running by the fielder and saved themselves 2 runs. That went for a boundary.